The World Cup is heading to the US, but is it even safe to visit anymore? The FIFA World Cup 2026 is set to be hosted by the United States under a political climate shaped by Donald Trump. We're seeing aggressive immigration enforcement by ICE, deaths during raids, openly hostile rhetoric toward migrants, and normalization of white supremacist language in public life. Tourists, fans, journalists, even citizens are being detained, questioned, or targeted based on appearance, accent, or background. So ask yourself, why would anyone choose this moment and this place for a global celebration?
FIFA should cancel the 2026 World Cup or move it to another part of the world. Cancellation is a better option. You think they're going to move it in the last minute like this? Nah, forget about it. I read that 16,000 tickets have already been cancelled for the FIFA World Cup. Ooh-wee.
Well, Trump's screwing every city that is hosting FEMA. Be it blue or red, because after Nicole's murder, 25,000 people have canceled their reservations to come to the FIFA soccer matches here in the United States. So thanks, Trump. Thanks, ICE. You're screwing all the cities now. All these cities that have been prepping and getting ready for the big matches, like here in Kansas City. I'm from Kansas City, and we were looking forward to a little boost in tourism. Well, we're all screwed now. Thanks.
You see that the Lebanese diplomat who amplified the Boycott FIFA 2026 movement after Renee Good's murder says that his visa is being threatened because of his comments. This is the original tweet from Mohammed Safa saying, "I canceled my World Cup tickets. ICE may decide that I am a gang member and I'll be locked in prison for a year with no charges, no hearing, no trial, no right to consult a lawyer, and no phone call." Saying what we have all seen, the US is not safe to visit. Reports are referencing that tweet as the reason why so many people from around the world canceled their FIFA 2026 tickets in such a short amount of time. With reports saying that almost 20,000 people canceled their tickets in protest of what's happening in the US with ICE and what happened to Renee Good. And reports are saying that the sudden wave of cancellations has sent FIFA into emergency talks. They're probably trying to figure out if they should give Trump another peace prize. Maybe that'll do it this time. Mohammed Safa did so much with just one tweet, which is probably why this morning he tweeted that his US visa is being threatened, saying, "Threatening to revoke my US visa in response to the World Cup boycott campaign in protest against ICE will change nothing. The campaign has already begun and fans are canceling from all over the world. Reiterating, the US is not safe to visit. Thank you for your attention to this matter." This tweet right here should tell you why we should all be speaking up. He didn't know that this one tweet or this one action of canceling his tickets was going to start such a movement. But he spoke his mind and stood by his morals. Share this so people can see how we can all be brave, even in the smallest of ways in this moment.
I'm selling tickets to the World Cup in the USA. It says hell admit one. My team is playing, but I'm not spending a single dime to watch them. Not even on TV. FIFA won't get my money. But your people need some support. So, I mean, watching it on TV won't hurt. It's not even safe for the citizens. Why would tourists think they would be okay?
Over the last 24 hours, more than 25,000 ticket cancellations or trip cancellations for the FIFA World Cup have occurred. This has created panic in the FIFA World Cup organization, and they have called an emergency meeting to discuss why this is happening. And it's very clear. They state it right here. They're not coming because they don't trust this government. They're watching ICE tactics play out in real time thanks to you content creators, because mainstream media won't cover it. So to the international community, thank you. What you're going to see next is a concerted effort by the FIFA World Cup people to tell you, we're safe, nothing's going to happen, we're fine. You might even see Donald Trump pull back on ICE tactics until the World Cup is over, and then forcefully put the agents back on the street in a more aggressive manner, because he wants you to come spend your money here. I need you to stay strong, stand firm, cancel those trips, Even if you have just a trip canceled to the United States, please do not give your money to this country. This man is tearing this nation apart.
Would you feel safe going to the US for the World Cup?
No, gun violence, not with it. Say the wrong thing, you get shot.
I think at the moment the tensions are just too high with everything going on, and I'd stay out of it personally.
100%, yeah. Can't let something like recent events put you off going to something so, as a massive football fan, something so important as a World Cup.
Yeah, I would. It's just scaremongering, isn't it? We should just crack on.
No, I think I'll just stay out of it.
If they're hosting it, they need to make sure that they've precautioned enough for people to still feel safe to go.
I haven't really considered America to be somewhere dangerous enough for me to say, oh, I'm not going to go to the World Cup.
It's all changed since someone's taken over there, but I suppose, I would feel safe.
It would be on my mind.
Yeah,
I'd be thinking about it when I was there.
You probably would be a bit more hesitant, but I don't think it would stop me going.
I mean, it's easier to say it when you're on camera, but once you get into the country, that's a whole different vibe. The energy just shifts. To be honest with you, seeing Border Patrol and other ICE agents wearing masks, running around with doesn't necessarily induce safety for me, because you've seen what they've done in the past. At this point in the US, I can't go to a large gathering without having a clear exit plan in case of a gun violence. It's just not safe. Add in ICE and police brutality, we're not a safe place for travelers. As a Canadian, I'll never go back to the USA. Jesus. Damn, even our fellow Canadians? Someone's like, we live here and don't even want to go. It's not looking good if an American and a Canadian is telling you this. You might as well just go and watch your matches in Canada and Mexico, and maybe just scrap out the USA if you don't feel safe.
Just like a serious question, but how is America still allowed to host the World Cup? Like how? How many countries have they bombed in the last year? How many genocides have they actively been complicit in? They've got a fascist dictator in power, and now you've got ICE agents shooting their own citizens. America is still allowed to host the World Cup. They should be banned. It should just be Mexico and Canada. And if anyone is going to America for the World Cup, this is the part I repeated in my last video, and I'm going to repeat it again. Do not go, especially those who live in Europe, and not even just Europe, anywhere that's outside of America. Do not fucking go. And if you have tickets, and if you have booked to go, cancel it immediately.
It's a little bit funny when you think about it. They put tariffs on y'all. They're going to ask you to have 5 years of documentation if you come into the USA. So you're going to be scrutinized like crazy. ICE is out there watching your ass. And on top of that, you have to be cautious of your surroundings in case something pops off.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
I agree with you 100%. I don't believe that countries should send their citizens to US for fear of what may happen to them. Sadly, FIFA members don't have the backbone to boycott America World Cup. I mean, he ain't lying, but the only thing that they're also looking at is the dollar bill, bro. Think about how big their stadiums are and how much millions they'll be making off of this. Shit, billions.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Not reacting because FIFA is known as a very corrupt organization. I mean, just look at the last two. There was even a documentary about this on Netflix, I believe, so it uncovered a lot of dirty things.
Over 16,800 people canceled their FIFA World Cup tickets over the last 48 hours. This surge in cancellation of tickets is fueling a call for a boycott of the World Cup in general in America, citing that America is not safe for not only the fans, but especially the athletes that are coming from nations that our current government deems shitholes. 4 years ago, the World Cup was held in Qatar. When that announcement was made, there were a bunch of human rights organizations and watch groups who had their ears turned up to say, how could you possibly do a World Cup in the Arab world that's not in line with democracy, freedom, and human rights. And now we have people from the Arab world canceling their tickets in the modern free Western world due to human rights concerns and violence that's being done against people of a specific race, religion, and phenotype. Fans are citing safety fears, political protests, and a growing human rights concern about the way that humans are being treated in America. In response to the growing backlash, FIFA has announced that they're going to set an emergency meeting this week to discuss the ongoing concerns and how to mitigate tens of thousands, if not 100,000 people canceling their tickets. The games are set to start from June 11th, and they're taking place in Canada, America, and Mexico, but the bulk of the games are being done in America, where we currently have ICE and police attacking American citizens. Like, I knew that this would be a concern, especially with when you look at the countries that are football, soccer fans. It's all the people that this current administration hates. It's not majority white people. Yeah, a lot of Europeans love soccer, but a lot of the countries are coming from Black, brown, Muslim, Arab Asian, Latino people, the people that by said racial profiling would get picked up by ICE. ICE, who is killing American citizens and rounding up kids, underage kids. ICE even rounded up a priest, and they had a priest at gunpoint. And then they put the priest in the car, detained him, and they kept trying to intimidate the priest. And he was like, I'm not scared of you. And then they said to him, well, you're white. You're not fun anyway.
An ICE agent literally came over to me and said, what did you say? I said, I am not afraid. And they pointed a gun in my face. ICE put handcuffs on my hands and put me in a black SUV. And then a few moments later, they came back and they said, are you afraid yet? And I said, no. And then they said it. Well, you're white. You wouldn't be fun anyway. It was then that I knew that this staging, that these ICE raids are really about fear and intimidation.
Just proving the point that all of the racial tensions in this country are at the behest of the current administration, but that ICE is racially profiling people and white people should have been safe, but they just killed a white woman. I say all that to say there is growing concern for human rights issues and safety in this country. And how long does America get to act like they're still the beacon of the world, the beacon of freedom, and the beacon of democracy? Because in fact, we're definitely not.
FYI, for any foreigners who want to visit America, ICE isn't going to ask if you're there for the World Cup before they arrest you. They don't care. They'll look at you and be like, boy, get in the truck before we shoot your ass. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Do you guys plan to visit the World Cup with this heightened tension that's currently happening in the US? Or do you plan to only visit Canada and Mexico for the World Cup? Leave your comments down below and let me know what your thoughts are. If it's your first time to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the small channel out. Also, if you haven't checked out this video, I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. But nevertheless, I will see you guys when I see you. Peace.